Yo, today I want to talk about the theory of constraint. That's something I originally learned from Hamza, who learned it from Alex Hormozy. And the way I really understood this concept is by watching some videos from Alex Hormozy who explain this very well, this concept. And he really talks about how he used this concept in his business journey to grow exponentially. So I want to quickly talk about this because I think it doesn't only apply to business. I think it can apply really well to other aspects of life. Yesterday I was kind of thinking about random things. I was in the tram on my way back home from the gym. Oh no, in the bus on my way back home from the gym. And then I just thought about the constraint in different aspects of my life. So the constraint is basically an easy way to explain it is that the constraint is basically the main thing holding you back from making progress in a certain aspect of your life. So maybe it could be in your business. The main constraint is that you don't have enough customers. Like it's for most people. And when you go into more details, it's more about you don't do enough cold outreach or something like that, or you don't make enough videos, or you don't run enough ads, something like that. That's how you find a constraint. The constraint is the main thing holding you back, the bottleneck of a certain thing. The thing that's holding everything back. That even if you improve other things, if that one thing isn't improved, it won't really change anything. But if you improve that thing, it's like the weak link. Like they say, the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Just the thing holding everything back, the thing in front that nothing can go past it, the thing holding the whole system back. That's basically the constraint. So I was thinking about this and I realized, yeah, in different aspects of my life, I have different constraints. For example, right now in fitness, I'm making great progress, but I would say the main constraint, kind of slowing down my progress recently has been that I've been injured a lot, like injured a lot. So I had surgery 2 times over the last 4 months. I was sometimes sick. I recently and kind of injured my lower back, but I still trained anyways. It wasn't that bad. I kind of injured my lower back by doing something dumb. It was just my fault. It wasn't that I really intended to perform an exercise in the wrong way. So I was doing RDLs and I kind of like I didn't really wear like the pants I wore were kind of weird. So what's RDLs, you have to push your hips back. I was pushing my hips back, and my pants were really like were kind of making it difficult for me to push my hips back. So it probably forced my lower back to kind of round, and whilst you're holding 95 kgs doing RDLs, if your lower back's round, it can put you in some serious problems. And that's what kind of happened. And afterwards, I felt my lower back kind of hurt. And even today, my lower back still kind of hurts. But I think I'm gonna be able to do my legs. So to that, I'm gonna train legs. And I think I'm gonna be able to train legs without much of a struggle. And then I thought about what's the main constraint in other aspects of my life. And in my social life, the main constraint for right now is that I just don't do enough outreach. I would say the main thing holding me back from making friends with people that are similar to me is the fact that I don't DM enough people. I don't talk to enough people that may be similar to me. So I've joined some communities, some communities. And I think I should. The main thing holding me back from making friends with people that are also some improvement is that I'm not really trying to DM people or getting myself out there, trying to talk to people in communities that share similar values to me. Same thing with getting a girlfriend or something like that. I would say the main constraint like that is that I'm not doing enough cold approach or just not talking to enough girls. So the same thing applies to different aspects of your life. There's one thing holding you back, and you could improve everything else. If this one thing isn't improved, isn't strength, if you don't strengthen this one thing, this weakest link, the whole system won't improve. The whole system will crumble. That's how the theory of constraint works. I think it's something that comes from physics or something like that. But yeah, Alex Samusi and Sam Ovens-Ray made it famous in the business world. And I think it also applies to different aspects of self-improvement, different systems. Every system has a constraint. And it's your responsibility to find it and to actually improve on it. So the way you just go about it is just find the constraint for that aspect of life that you focus on and work on improving it. Don't focus on other aspects of your life. So I'll go back to the example of getting a girlfriend. You've built a great physique. You've become pretty good at talking to people. But you never even approach any girl. Even if you find a girl attractive, you never go up to her. You could keep improving your physique, you could keep improving your social skills, and that's great. But if you don't improve that one thing and don't start approaching more girls and getting yourself out there and talking to more girls, you could improve all those things, it won't change anything because you won't get yourself out there. You're not improving the weakest link. The weakest link is the fact that you're not really getting out there and approaching the girls. I hope this analogy really helps you. That's how it works. For example, I would take an example in the business world. You have a business, you have an offer that's, yeah, not really that good. And you just start doing a lot of marketing, a lot of cold outreach, ads, and you really focus on marketing and you really focus on making your offer seem so beautiful by using weird tactics, using some weird psychological tactics to make your offer seem better. And thanks to your marketing, some people start to buy. But because your offer is so shit, because your product is so horrible, most people that end up buying, almost everyone that ends up buying, ask for a refund. And if a customer wants a refund nowadays, they will get it. It's not that hard to get a refund nowadays on most online products. So people buy your product and then they refund. And you keep focusing on marketing, like running more ads, finding another weird psychological tactic to make people buy. But in the end, some people end up buying. But then they find out how horrible your product is and they refund. And then they tell everyone around them how shit your product was. And you have this negative word of mouth. And now nobody wants to work with you. So the constraint for you in that example was the fact that your offer, your product was horrible. But you didn't focus on the constraint, you didn't focus on your product, you just focused on another thing, on marketing. The constraint was here, it was obvious that it was your product, but then you went to focus on marketing and getting even more customers, even though your product is horrible. So I hope this example really made you understand what it is. So that's really how you should go about it. The chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Focus on the constraint. Focus on the constraint, on alleviating, on removing the bottleneck. The thing that's really holding your progress back. So yeah, don't worry if it's comfort. Chase it.